What is going on YouTube? Welcome to TJ Mitchell Films, your one-stop shop for everything Jeep and off-road related content. And I am so excited to share this with you guys finally. This has been a couple months in the works now. Let's just cut right to the chase. There's a company based out of San Luis Obispo, California called Synergy Manufacturing. They specialize in Jeep and Ram suspension and steering components. I'll have a link to their website down below. So if you have a Jeep or Ram truck and you need some steering or suspension upgrades, these are the guys to go to. Now, I was contacted by them a couple months ago because they don't have a Jeep Gladiator and they're using mine to prototype their suspension kit off of. And a couple days ago was when the first version of the prototype finally got built. And naturally what I did the day it got done was drive like 300 plus miles and take it rock crawling. Make sure you guys are subscribed because you're going to want to be notified when this video of this trip comes out. I'm not going to lie, I wheeled the truck. It's great. You guys are really going to enjoy it, I promise. I'm not afraid to wheel it. I had a great trip. Oh, it was just, I'm so excited. So what you guys are seeing behind me is just barely over 3 inches of suspension lift with 38-inch Milestar Patagonia mud terrains. And this setup performed flawlessly. I logged just over 800 road miles, as well as maybe just over 10 miles of actual trail rock crawling miles. And this thing performed flawless. Drove about 75 miles an hour the whole way there, whole way back. And we averaged, without re-gearing, we averaged just over 16 miles per gallon, but that includes the rock crawling and the trail running. So that's doing pretty good. The 8-speed in this truck, it just really is amazing. This thing would not be nearly as capable on and off-road without this 8-speed. I do want you guys to keep in mind that this is not finalized. This suspension kit is not finalized by any means, mainly the rear. There is more that is going to happen. The truck is going to go back to them and they are going to change some things. Huge thank you to AJ and the team at Synergy. It's been absolutely great to work with them. Let's start with the front end and work our way back. I just want to show you guys kind of what we have going on here. So up front, obviously, we have the coils. We have their adjustable bump stop spacers. We got the sway bar end links. And you can see right here, we have Synergy's adjustable track bar. We are running the Fox 2.0 shocks. Great shocks. Like them so far. These are their lower control arms. Very beefy. This is part of their steering kit. We do have to get, later we'll be getting the lower part here, which will relocate this steering stabilizer and all of that cool stuff. But other than that, this is the setup for the front. So this thing rides absolutely great on road, and it rides great off-road. It flexes great. I was really impressed with every part of the suspension and steering so far. And on the rear, we got the Fox 2.0s as well. This is not the exact model of shock. This will be getting swapped out for a longer shock, and I'll tell you guys why. So the problem was the brake lines. So we got some custom brake lines on order, and if the shocks were any longer, they would have torn the brake lines. So new brake lines will be coming to finish the rear. Got their sway bar end links on the rear prototype. So the rear end, as you can see, this coil in the back, and that's pretty much all they did for the back for now, is just the springs and spring shock and sway bar end link here. It's going to be getting a updated track bar here, as well as bump stop extensions here. So that would be important to limit your up travel so you're not rubbing. They also did mount and balance the tires, which is really great. They can do complete Jeep builds for you guys, custom, anything, you name it, they can do it. All right, now let's talk tires for a second. Like I said before, these are 38 by 13.5 wide Milestar Patagonias. And like I said, I got over 800 road miles on these. They do great on the road. They're not as loud as I thought they would be. You can hear them. They are a mud tire, but they're fairly quiet for a mud tire. Off-road, they were great. I ran these down to 10 PSI. No beadlocks, as you can see. These are just some Pro Comp aluminum wheels. These tires are a great compound. They really hooked up in the rocks. Right now, these tires are really affordable. That might be changing because they're getting really popular. So look into the Milestar Patagonia. I was going to get the 37 originally. They were on a 2 to 3 month national back order. So keep that in mind. That's why I went up to the 38s. Kind of made that choice for me. That pretty much sums it up. Like I said before, the truck on and off-road handled absolutely fantastic. Having the bed on there to hold all of our gear, it was great. The spare tire doesn't fit underneath, so we had to stand it up and the bed tight down. Gonna have to come up with something for that later, but one of those things. I'll get something figured out. That's gonna do it for this one, guys. Like I said before, make sure you go down there and subscribe. I'm out here actually wheeling my Gladiator. There's a lot of people online not wheeling them. There's some people out there that are wheeling theirs as well. But this is the first of many trips that I have planned for this. This thing will go through the Rubicon. That is a guarantee. I have some big build plans for this. I want to get a bed rack with a rooftop tent, figure out some sort of drawer storage system possibly. I got a lot that I'm looking at. A belly pan. I got to get a winch on this front bumper that I built. There is so much to do. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.